Come on in, guys. This is Three Bold Takes. Freddie, Chase, and Quinn. As you can see, guys, we're so happy to be back. College football is right around the corner. We're heading into week 0 here, where we get the Ireland matchup to start with Kansas State and Iowa State. We already did some of those predictions, but we're still continuing to do all week 0, week 1 predictions on the channel. It's just what we do here at Three Bold Takes. We're super excited, and we're going to start off with the college football playoff team themselves. Boise State at South Florida, top 25 team to start the year in Raymond James Stadium. And we've seen USF give some trouble to some top 25 teams when they come down to the Bulls' home territory, maybe like the Crimson Tide. I don't know. But anyway, Quinn, we got Boise State. We've got South Florida. Who do you have in this game?
Yeah, I like the idea of a trap game here for Boise. As much as a week 1 game can be a trap game, right? I like the idea of Boise slipping up down in Raymond James in Tampa. You lose Ashton Genty. You were the G5 team. I think everyone kind of expects Boise to be good again this year. I've seen some high-end people pick them as their G5 team again for this season. I think they get the job done against South Florida, but I will say this. Boise State will not be the G5 team to represent the G5 in the playoffs this year. They won't even be the team to win their conference, but we'll get to that when that time comes. I got Boise State taking care of South Florida down in Tampa.
Quinn, I think we're on the same train here. The reason why I think Boise State has the number 25 next to their name is the AP voters were like, well, we have to have a group of 5 team in there. Throw Boise State. They made the playoffs last year. They're a notable name, whatever. I don't expect Boise State to be the representative in the group of 5 again, just like you said, Quinn. However, there's a good chance it does come from the same conference, but I'm thinking of another team, which we will get to later on down the road. But for this game in particular, yeah, man, like Boise State, like they're going a long way to South Florida. It's going to be a home opener, long travel. Give me USF in the upset here against Boise State in week 1. I just think it's going to be a different Boise State team. The spread is currently 6.5, so less than a touchdown. I don't know, man. Them USF boys, they're pretty big, and that's one thing that is a little surprising to me. Honestly, I figured the spread would be maybe 3.5, since it is so far away from Boise State's home base. But give me USF to get the upset here on the very first game of week 1, Thursday. Give it to me.
Yeah, and you mentioned upset here, Freddie. I think when you look back at this game, I think it's going to be like the Georgia Tech Florida State game from last year. I don't think in the long run you're going to see it as an upset, but definitely week 1 you can see that. You lose Genty, but not only do you lose Genty, who's one of the most powerful rushers to ever come through college football, but also their defensive line. They lost a lot of good guys to the draft. I thought that were when you look back at that Penn State tape, there was a reason Drew Allard could not get going in that game a lot of the times is because that pass rush for a group of 5 team was very menacing. They were really good. I was very appreciative of them. I thought they did a really good job, and a lot of those guys are gone now. You got Madsen back there, quarterback still, but I don't think he worked super well without the run game. So that's the biggest question mark here. And of course it was like, I don't really know why Chase is saying this out loud, but the question mark being the running game. How does the play action play off of that? How does the passing game play off of that for Boise State? I think they still get it done in this game, though. I think they still beat out South Florida. I think they edge it out. I don't think they lose here, but this Boise State is not going to be the Boise State team of last year, mainly because of the rushing game, but also very undervalued. Their defense will not be the exact same that it was last year that held. It's kind of like looking back at when Cincinnati made the playoffs against Alabama. Look back at that defense and then tell me who you see. There were a lot of undervalued pieces that went on and were solid contributors in the NFL, and that's going to be the same way for that Boise State team. So I'm going to take Boise State in this one. Me and Quinn will have both of them.